Hi everyone, welcome to today's video, and today we're going to be talking about factorials. So, what are factorials? Factorials are basically a product of an integer and all the other integers below it. So, I'll give an example like 5 factorial. This will equal to 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So 5 is the integer, and the product it makes are with the other integers which are below it, which are 4, 3, 2, and 1. So when all these multiply together, you get 120. Right? So that is 5 factorial. So the basic formula for factorial is basically just n factorial equal to n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 times n minus 3, and then it goes on and goes on until it reaches 3 times 2 times 1. Now if you're wondering why do we need to minus this and minus that and minus those, alright, let me give you an example again. So let's just substitute n for 8, so let's do 8 factorial. Now we know that 8 factorial is basically just 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. That was a mouthful to say. Now if we just use this formula that we just learned and apply it here, it's actually just 8, which is n. So it will be n times 8 minus 1 times 8 minus 2 times 8 minus 3. And then it goes on and on and on until you reach 3 times 2 times 1, which is basically the same as 8 minus 5 times 8 minus 6 times 8 minus 7. Yeah? So basically this is the same. So that's the formula and why we need to minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, all that. So with each term after n, you minus 1. And then the term after this one, you minus another one. And then the term after that one, you minus another one. Alright? So with that out of the way, let's do some examples. Yeah? Let's try... Hold on. Okay, let's try n minus 1 factorial. Yeah, let's try this. So this basically just means n minus 1 times, remember, just minus 1, n minus 2 times n minus 3, and then it just goes on and on until 3, 2, and 1. Well, I'm not going to expand this, I'm just going to leave it like this. So that's basically n minus 1 factorial. Now, okay, now let's try 6 factorial. 6 factorial is just 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. For this, you can actually just use your calculator to find the answer. The answer is 720. Right, let's do a little bit more a level up, yeah? Let's do n factorial over n minus 1 factorial. Okay, so now we just work on them one by one first. Don't complicate things. So n factorial is equal to n times n minus 1 times n minus 2, and then it goes on to 3 times 2 times 1. For n minus 1 factorial, same thing. N minus 1, then you minus another 1, so you get an n minus 2 term. So it keeps going on and on until you reach 3, 2, and 1. So technically, can you see something here? You can actually cancel out the terms. So what you'll be left with is just n. N factorial over n minus 1 factorial is just n. Alright? Okay, let's do another example. Let's do n factorial over n plus 2 factorial. This one's harder now. So don't complicate things again, just do it one by one. N times n minus 1 times n minus 2, and it goes on to 3, 2, then 1. Alright. Then for n plus 2 factorial, it's just n plus 2 times n plus 1, because remember we minus 1. And then you have n, then n minus 1, n minus 2, and it goes on until 3, 2, then 1. So over here, find the common terms that you can cancel out, which are n minus 1, n minus 2, and 3, 2, 1 at the back. So basically, n factorial over n plus 2 factorial is just 1 over n plus 2 times n plus 1. You can choose to expand this, but I usually like to keep it in the factorized form because it's more neat that way. Alright, let's do one last example. Let's try n minus 2 factorial over n plus 1 factorial. So same thing as just now. Slowly work things out. N minus 2 times n minus 3 goes on to 3, 2, then 1. So n plus 1 is just n plus 1 times n minus 1 times n minus 2 times n minus 3, and we all know where this is going. Alright, so now you find the common terms that you can cancel out. N minus 2, n minus 3, 3, 2, 1, and there you go. Your answer is basically just 1 over n times n plus 1 times n minus 1, which you can technically write as 1 over n times n squared minus 1. Yeah. So that does it for today's video. Hope it helps you understand what a factorial is. So thanks for watching.